Hello everyone, and welcome to the tutorial on how to install SamTec's Puppy Linux Mod onto your computer. This tutorial is going to start already assuming that you downloaded and unzipped the file from our website. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the file, and there's going to be 4 files in it: the PupSave Linux data file, the ISO file, that's the operating system itself, a unit bootin file, and a wallpaper. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up unit bootin. That's what we use to install it, and we're going to select the disk image because we already have it. We're going to hit the disk image. We're going to browse for it, and what we're going to do is when a window pops up, we're going to copy and paste the path of the folder that it's in the browser, so we don't have to look for it. Just make our lives easier. Alright, now when that's done, select the ISO file. It's named SamTec Puppy Mod, and when you hold your mouse over it, it'll say ISO file. So hit open, and then we're going to select our USB drive. My drive, I'll be using my Patriot drive, which is drive letter I. So just select drive letter I so you burn it to the right place, and then hit OK. This also is assuming that you formatted your drive first. It's imperative that you do that, but unit bootin should do that for you if you don't. Alright, now this is going to take some time, so we're just going to bounce back when it's finished. Alright, it's done. It'll say the installation was complete. It'll ask you to reboot. We're not going to do that yet because there's still some stuff that we got to do, so just exit that. And then this might pop up. If it does, just ignore it. It doesn't mean anything. It's just Windows being Windows. So just cancel it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open up our USB drive, or whatever your drive is called, and there's going to be all these files in it. This is the operating system itself. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back into the file that you downloaded from our website, and we're going to select the PupSave Linux data file. And we're just going to grab it, and we're just going to drag and drop it right into onto your USB drive where you burned the operating system to. And, just let that run. Alright, now it's finished, and we're almost done. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to drag in the wallpaper. Now, you can change this wallpaper when you boot. It's just this has to be in here now, otherwise you're going to have an ugly white screen with an error message for a background, and that's not fun. And that's pretty much it. So now we're going to turn off the computer and reboot from the USB drive that you burned this to. So this is already assuming now that you know how to get to your boot manager by hitting, escape, F10, F5, or however your PC gets to its boot menu. And then we are going to select our USB drive, or whatever USB drive that you burn the operating system to. Mine's called Patriot Memory. Your USB drive will have a different name, so just select it and tell the computer to boot from it. And then this Linux screen is going to pop up because that's what we're booting in. It's Linux, not Windows. And then this whole little booting screen is going to pop up, and it's going to go through all its little procedures to boot the operating system. First, it's going to check for all the disk drives. It comes preloaded with all of the information that it needs to check all your hard drives and other things. And then it's going to search for the puppy file, which is actually that PupSave file that you put on your USB drive. So it's going to look for that, it's going to find it, and it's going to load it. Then it's just going to go through everything. It already knows what to do because the data file tells it what to do. And then this one is going to pop up. It's the Puppy Video Wizard. You only have to do this once for your PC, then this operating system will remember it, but this basically sets your display size. What we're going to select now is Xorg. That's just another display program. Pick which display resolution you have or something that's close to it. I have an HD display, but it'll also work with 124 by 600. So we're going to select 120. Oh, I passed it. Hang on a second. So we're going to select 124 by 600, and we're going to hit OK. And then it's going to pop up this window. You're going to want to hit Test, and then hit OK to test, and it's going to start the video driver software. And if everything works and you see that little X right there that I just pointed to, then everything's working and everything's fine. And then this will pop up confirming the test. Just hit OK, and then hit Enter to finish it. and then hit done, and then it'll save your files, and it'll boot Linux. And when it does, you'll see this window. This is the desktop. You know, it looks pretty close to Windows. That's just a user-friendly feature that was built into it. You know, you see all the stuff over here is all the OpenOffice software. There's Writer. There's all these spreadsheets and stuff. There's GIMP right there. There's a whole widget panel, and then this is this save button. You need to save that whenever you make changes to the operating system, because it's all flash memory based, and you got to save it. And that little save button saves everything you're doing back into that whole little pup save file that you dragged on to the USB drive, and that's important. This is your lock screen. It makes your thing secure. When you click it, this little window will pop up so you can create a password, or if not, just hit enter a couple of times and that'll finish it off, and then it'll lock your screen. Then to unlock it, just type in your password. We didn't, so we're just going to hit enter again and we'll be back in. And to set up your system to access the internet, you have to load a driver, and that's in the setup window right here. You want to go to Setup, and then you want to hit the go to the Network Setup Wizard. Then this window will pop up, and then you want to select ETH-O, then hit Auto DHCP, and then the operating system will probe your network card, install all the drivers for it onto itself, and then you'll be good to access the internet. This step here is important. You absolutely must complete this step, otherwise when you hit Firefox to go on the internet, you'll get an error screen. You won't be able to get it. Alright, so when the setup finishes, you'll get this. Network configuration was successful. Hit yes, hit done, and then you're good. You'll be ready to access the internet with Firefox, Thunderbird, or whatever the hell you want to use to access the internet. You know, it doesn't matter. Alright, what next? If you want to install new software, there's a little neat feature on here. You want to go to the setup and then hit the Puppy Package Manager. Next, you want to hit the pet box. That'll take you to a window that displays all the software online. This basically connects to all the online Linux databases that have software compatible with what you're running now. So there's all this stuff. There's a name, and then the name's on the left, and the description's next to it. To install what you want, just double-click it. This window will pop up. Select any of these sources here. I like a Biblio. It doesn't really matter, though. So just select what you want, and then it will install. You know, since I don't really want to install anything, we're just going to hit, cancel, and, that's it. So anyway, that's how you install software. You can also go to online forums for Puppy Linux and get stuff there. It really doesn't matter. Up here, this is all the multimedia stuff. Down here is all the network accessories like wget and NetHood and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. You can also check out the start menu. There's a whole shit ton of programs installed there. I cannot stress that enough. There's so much shit installed on this operating system. It's crazy. So go ahead, explore, have fun, and thanks for using SamTec software.